Okay, hair's a little poofy, but shh, let's not talk about it. Okay? Let's not do that. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess. Here's a little bit of mess, okay? So do y'all remember, I can't believe how long it's been. I think this was in fall of 2022 when, what was the thing called? Don't Worry Darling, Don't Worry Baby, Don't Worry Honey, whatever, that movie with Florence Pugh and what's that boy name? That little boy, that boy from the, you know, that boy, I don't know his name, from that One Direction group, that movie, and the mess was messing because there was like the press, the publicity tour, and it was like, ooh, is there beef? Is there drums? And that seemed legitimately like there was drums, but some of it maybe not fully, you know, like they say that he didn't spit on Chris Pine, but whatever. Now we're here with It Ends With Us, which frankly, I own. It's on my shelf up there. And so this is gonna be talking about It Ends With Us, the movie, and some alleged tension, drums, PR marketing around the movie. It is Friday, October 9th, August 9th, and I believe the movie comes out today. And I've been seeing a lot of conversations on TikTok about this because I guess for the press for the movie, Justin Baldoni, who's one of the producers of the movie, also is the villain, the not good guy in the movie. Has been seems like he's apart from the rest of the cast in a lot of promo. So the movie is starring Blake Lively, also has Justin Baldoni. I don't know the name of the guy who's playing August. Is his name August? Atlas. But apparently there is some discord. So really quickly, if you don't know, most of you probably know It Ends With Us is a book by Colleen Hoover. It is very popular, but also very popular to hate on because a lot of people hate Colleen Hoover, and a lot of people think that this book is glorifying domestic abuse because the synopsis of the story is we have Lily, and she is in this relationship with this guy who is abusive, and then she ends up going back to someone she knew in her childhood. Colleen Hoover has said that she wrote this book like to discuss domestic violence, like raise awareness. It's also coming from a place of personal experience in her life of witnessing domestic violence, and a lot of people really do not like the book because they feel like it glorifies domestic violence. And while I don't think it's glorifying domestic violence, that's just my opinion, right? Everyone can have their opinion, but Colleen Hoover is a very popular author. I think I've made a couple of videos about her. Like I said, I've read the book. I personally loved the book, and the sequel. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have anything to lie about. I don't have no shame. And I think one year I don't know if it was one book or just her books collectively outsold the Bible. So like she's very popular, very successful. And I like the books. No, I've read multiple of her books. I have not loved them all, but they do feel very Lifetime movie, and sometimes that's what I want, right? So if anything, this movie, I feel like it should have been like a Lifetime movie, but if we're talking about Lifetime and like the late 90s, early 2000s, peak Lifetime would have done this book justice, but now Lifetime's a mess. And that plane is disrespectful. Anyway, so that's the synopsis of the book. Now, there have been things that have happened, like promotional things and additional products that I don't agree with, even as a fan of the story. Like, there was a coloring book that came out, but then people expressed how, like, come on, let's be real, that is. And so they pulled it, and I feel like there also was, like, press-on nails or something. Okay, apparently this is a whole thing of press-ons and polish, so there's different ones for different books. There's Ugly Love and Verity. I don't know these other ones, but here we go. Lily Bloom is the character from It Ends With Us. Atlas Corrigan. I don't know. Is that from the? I don't know. Anyway, this is the Colleen Hoover set. Oh, shot by book. Here we go. Brave Blush. Oh gosh. Yeah. So there's that. Oh dear. Who is this? Olive and June. Oof. I'm just like, come on. We don't really need any product to go with this book. Like, just let the story be the story. But you know, capitalism is gonna capitalism. People want to make money. So anyway, this book has been picked up for adaptation. The movie has been made. It's out now. When you see this video, it's out in the world. Now, I feel like a lot of people know who Justin Baldoni is, except me. I didn't know who this man was. Maybe I live under a rock. But apparently, he seems to be a really nice guy who's been in stuff. And apparently, he's produced movies before. I don't know which movies. I can put them here once I look it up. But he's a producer on the movie. He has his own little production company. I say little, it still has, you know, money, but maybe little compared to major ones. However, also Blake Lively is coming in here and bringing her and Ryan Reynolds money. Okay, so this movie, we've been hearing about it coming out. I've seen over the last year images from it, which look horrendous because I don't know what the style, I don't know why. I don't remember if Colleen described what the character was wearing, but I don't think it was this. And Blake Lively, there is an interview of her saying like some of the stuff is hers, some is Ryan's, some is Gigi Hadid's. And I'm like, you could have kept that, girl. It looked a mess. And they aged up the characters, whatever. Once it was cast, I was like, Blake Lively, you know, I don't have no problems with sister. I just don't think she's a great actress. So like, I'm like, I don't need to see this. Anyway, so we're seeing promo of the movie, but you see Justin Baldoni by himself, Ryan, Blake, other people by themselves. There's Jenny Slate is in the movie. Someone asked her a question about like working with Justin Baldoni and him as the director and, you know, all the different things he had to do. And she kind of skirts around the question. It doesn't directly answer it. So people are like, uh-oh, what's up? Why is there beef between the rest of the cast and Justin Baldoni? So I have seen theories that Blake is an unfortunate person to work with, that she's very bossy and controlling. And so something happened there. But I feel the general consensus of what I've seen, and again, this is alleged, is that again, this movie is about this book is about domestic violence, but her getting away from that and trying to like build a life after that, but that still is a major part of the story. And so Justin Baldoni has said, I think in interviews, that was really important. He wanted to like bring this story to light, to talk about it.
One of the things that I think is very easy to say, especially for us men, is when we maybe talk to somebody who's in this situation, or we read a book, or we hear a news story, the question that's always asked is, why did she stay? And that's the wrong question.
Yeah.
What we need to be asking ourselves is, why do men harm?
Yes.
And that was the big thing for me. And what I've learned more and more and more of is like, you know, these women who experience this every single day, there's real love there. You know, there's charm, there's charisma, there's passion, there's this belief that they can be better. And it's not so simple. So our friends at No More, I'm wearing their pin right now, they were the ones who really worked with me to help me make this film as truthful as possible and hopefully do justice to all the women who experience this.
And so it seems like his press for the movie has been around that, of like, this is why I chose to produce this movie. This is why this is important. Let's talk about domestic violence and, you know, how it's all the negative things, all the tough things that come with that. But on the other hand, we have Blake Lively, and also in a lot of the press you see Ryan Reynolds, who is not in this movie, but is her husband. But he also just had a movie come out, Deadpool and Wolverine. But you're seeing a lot of them together, which makes sense. You're gonna go with your spouse to events. But it also just seems like they're not focusing like as much on the movie, or they're just not taking it seriously. Some comments that have been made have been like, glab, or like, put on your florals to go see the movie, because Lily, I think her name is Lily Bloom, and she's a florist in the story. And it's like, people are like, this book is really about domestic violence, and you're just like, put on a cute outfit with your florals and come watch the movie. A lot of people have said that it's just marketed like it's a rom-com or something. And so they feel like the divide is really that they're not taking it as seriously as Justin is, and there's kind of this like divide there. Also, it said, I'll have to look this up if this was a rumor, if this was actually an interview, that Ryan Reynolds, even though he is not formally on the movie as a producer or executive or anything, rewrote one of the scenes, a rooftop scene, which is kind of a really important one in the book, and that he rewrote that. So this says screenwriter Christy Hall isn't denying that Ryan Reynolds wrote a scene in the film It Ends With Us. In fact, she's proud of how the scene turned out. The iconic rooftop scene, my husband actually wrote it. Nobody knows that, but you now. Blake Lively said ahead of the Friday, August 9th premiere. We help each other. He works on everything I do. I work on everything he does. So his wins, his celebrations are mine, and mine are his. And like, that sounds cute, but that also, I don't like it. Like, I mean, that's fine if everybody involved in your respective projects is fine with it, but just to be chiming in to chime in just because you're married to each other, ugh. And I don't understand why, if he's not involved directly in this project, why he would do that, why that's allowed, but I think they have more money than Justin Baldoni has in his production company. And also at the same time, they're going around to promote this movie, and we're promoting Blake Lively is coincidentally releasing a hair care line. I think it's now in stores. I've seen some white girls on TikTok review it, and I think the packaging is hideous. I mean, I don't care. I'm not her target audience anyway, but I think the packaging is hideous. Anyway, that's just my opinion. But it's just like, so are we using this really for ourselves? Like, it seems like this is a passion project for Justin Baldoni, and that he really wanted to, like, you know, bring awareness and really talk about domestic violence. And for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, it's really just a chance to make more money and also promote their other projects since this movie is coming out. Again, this is all alleged because there's, like, no one's officially said these things, but these are allegations. Also, there is a sequel to that book that came out recently. And so this is from People Magazine. Justin Baldoni suggests Blake Lively should direct sequel. It Ends With Us director and star Justin Baldoni isn't sure he's up to the task of directing a sequel to his Blake Lively starring drama. At the movie's New York City premiere on Tuesday, Baldoni told Entertainment Tonight, "I think that there are better people for that one." When asked if he was eager to adapt Colleen Hoover's 2022 sequel, "I think Blake Lively's ready to direct. That's what I think," he said. And so I have seen people who were theorizing, like, she is trying to get more into, like, directing, and so maybe she kind of overtook this project and didn't work as well with Justin Baldoni.
Even more has come out about the drama concerning Justin Baldoni and the It Ends With Us movie, and oh my goodness, is this messy. So it appears as though the root of the drama started between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. You see, Justin Baldoni is not only one of the stars of It Ends With Us, but he also directed it. And Blake Lively is credited as being one of the producers of the movie. So the rumor is that since Blake produced this movie and also wants to start directing soon, she used this movie as almost a trial run for directing. So people are saying that Blake tried to take over Justin's role as director and that the two of them completely disagreed as to what creative direction the movie should be taken in. And that the entire crew sided with Justin and agreed with his creative direction. However, the author of the book, Colleen Hoover, backed Blake Lively, and that is how this whole feud started.
But again, these are all allegations. I will say that I hadn't seen much press for the movie. Like, I remember months ago seeing images of Blake Lively, like stills from the movie and her hideous outfits, and then like I thought like production was paused, and then bam, they're like, oh, it's back. Like this week I've seen people talk about it. So, but again, that's just me. I don't know where you see the press, because like I don't watch cable TV. I'm not seeing commercials. I'm not really on Twitter. So I'm just seeing this week on TikTok this. But I have seen Blake Lively, and maybe that's a part of it, because I've seen like Blake Lively's hair care brand, and I've seen her and Ryan Reynolds, and I've heard about Wolverine, but I didn't even realize It Ends With Us was coming out this soon. So those are like the main things that I've seen, because most people are like, Justin Baldoni is an angel, he's a great man, he could do no wrong. Again, I don't know this man from a can of paint. I don't know if I ever watched him in anything. His face doesn't look really familiar to me. Like, I do not know him. And you know, you should always be hesitant to put a celebrity, put any person on a pedestal, because just when you do that, they will come out and embarrass you. But it seems like previous things that he has done have been, you know, passion projects. He wants to make quality film, and it doesn't And the theory is that maybe his counterparts, like Blake, are not taking this as seriously and are just like, this is another thing to make money and to promote my other businesses. That's the majority. That's the main synopsis, the main conclusion I came to. So I did see a video, but the person did not have it on where you could download the video from TikTok, so I'm not going to put it here. But she was saying that she does not know Blake and Ryan Reynolds personally, but she has interacted with Justin Baldoni on the movie 5 Feet Apart. Her husband has cystic fibrosis, and I don't remember if she said that her husband might have been in the movie, but basically saying that she has experience with working with Justin Baldoni and that he is very much the kind-hearted, sweet person that people think that he is. And some people in the comments were like, same, I worked with him on this project and he is really kind, and that he, works really hard to make an accurate depiction of like illness and the hospital and everything in that movie. So obviously that's one person in a couple comments, but it seems like he's a good guy. And I don't know if it's good or not. The last movie I went to see in theaters, I think, was Don't Worry Baby or Don't Worry Darling. No, I saw that one, and then I saw Black Panther 2, but that was in 2022. That's the last time I've been to the movies. Yep. I just don't do that. So I don't even know where the movie theater is here. Like when I saw those, that was in Texas. Like we have never gone to the movies here. Anyway, so that is that. That didn't look like that took too long. Wait. I also saw a couple of TikToks of people saying that they being Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, wanted Blake to get in the running for an Oscar. And I'm just hoping that's false, because what? I don't know if, not saying like the book could not be adapted into Oscar material, but that's just funny to me. That's hilarious. I hope I wasn't talking too fast because I'm really hyped up because I made a coffee and it was like really strong and I was already kind of bouncing on the wall, and then I had to go to the library. Bless the library, because I had to fax papers. And the library has a fax machine, so shout out to libraries. And I stopped by the gas station because they have excellent fountain Dr. Pepper. So then I got that, so now I feel like I'm really caffeinated and I feel like I'm talking really fast. But that's that. That's what it seems to be. As I'm editing this, if I find any other information out, I will add it in here. But what do you think? What are your thoughts? Again. Oh, also apparently recently, like in the last day or two, Colleen Hoover has gone private. Maybe, is it on TikTok or Instagram? Someone posted that. And I don't know, maybe people were commenting under her videos about the press or about whatever. I don't know, I don't follow her. This might have been in my older Colleen Hoover video that I'll have in the cards. But also, I think there was something where a woman, or I don't know if she was a young girl, alleged that Colleen Hoover's son was like sexually harassing her, and that Colleen basically took up for him. And I know people have, in addition to hating her books, hated her for that. And so I'm sure she's been getting a lot of comments. I saw another TikTok that said she went private on TikTok and limited her comments on Instagram. So I'm sure she's just getting a lot of shit from people. And with the movie coming out, it probably escalated to be a lot. So obviously, as an author, you want your book, every author wants their book to be adapted probably, and you want it to do well so you can get more adaptations. So it wouldn't be surprising if she's just like, great, woo, whatever, promote it, get more money, then I get more money, and maybe another book will be adapted. I don't know. So tell me your thoughts. If you've seen any of this around, if you have any theories, if you have any concrete information, because again, this is allegedly, okay? Don't be getting me in trouble. Okay, last interjection from editing Jessica here. I've seen a lot in the last 2 days, and a lot of people being like, finally I can say it, I've never liked Blake Lively. I hate Blake Lively. She's not a good actress, which I don't think she's a good actress. Like, I think she's fine. And actually, I'm trying to think what I've seen her in. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I didn't watch Gossip Girl. I don't know that I've seen her in much. I just think she's okay. But there's been a lot of like negative and like, I can finally say it, I've had bad vibes about her and about Ryan Reynolds, but a lot about Blake Lively. And as this is all speculation and that we don't know things, I feel like I had to say something because it's very, while we're talking about domestic violence and how often it is women and they often are trapped. Obviously, this is not domestic violence, people talking about her online, but I just think we're very, very quick to blame women for things. I don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It could all be real. She could be a nightmare to work with. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe I just had to say that because it's hard for me to be defending a man, you know? Okay, that's it. And you know, also, it could be a publicity stunt. Maybe it's PR. Because they're like, well, we didn't do a good job talking about the movie up until now. Or maybe they did and I just wasn't paying attention. And so maybe they're like, let's cause some conversation. Let's spark some drama. It's totally possible that it's all manufactured, but it's also very possible that it's not. You know, who knows? We weren't there. Just speculating on the internet.
That's all I have for you. I'm very tired, but now I feel productive after filming this video, so I'm gonna go lay. I actually cannot go lay in the bed because my sheets are in the washing machine. Oh God. What do I got to edit this? What kind of torture is this? Okay, I'll just keep drinking this. I'll keep drinking this, so I'll get on my walking pad and edit. Bam! Look at that. Okay, that's it. Yes, thank you. Stay blessed, hydrated, moisturized, and sunscreen. I'll see you in my next one.